I'm Gary Anderson. You're watching Behind the Bar with Paul Starr.
Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. We're on location at the Lakeside, and earlier we caught up with Mace the Ace Chris Mason, who reviewed the 2016 William Hill World Darts Championship, looked ahead to the Masters and the Premier League. Mason here, Chris, we're not actually behind the bar, we're at the Lakeside, just in front. How are you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, really good, really good. Looking forward to 2016.
2016, of course, the start of the year, everyone tipped up Michael Van Gerwen. He didn't. It was Gary Anderson. He retained it. Did you see that coming?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it was one of those, really. Once Michael had gone out, I certainly didn't fancy Ray to go on and win it, that's for sure. I don't think he's got the stamina to last it out. But yeah, I mean, a great final for me. Two really, really good friends. Yeah. Didn't really matter who won it in the end. Whoever won it, I was going to be pleased for him, and whoever lost, I was going to be gutted for. But yeah, I think it was a fitting end. It was a great final. Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
The best World Championship ever?
Well, statistically, it was.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah. A bit disappointed Phil went out. I wanted him to sort of rally a little bit and find a way to upset a few, because we've not always seen eye to eye, but when people write him off, I love it when he comes back with a bite, and trust me, he will. He
will do, and of course. I said the calendar is thick and fast, and of course you'll be out there at the Masters in Milton Keynes. I've got a couple of odds here. We've got MVG 15-8. Gary Anderson 3-1, Taylor 7-1, Lewis 9-1. What about Michael Smith at 16s? Anything stand out there?
Yeah, I thought Klassen looked class.
Yeah, Klassen. Yeah, look,
I think he's 28.
28-1.
I think that's great value. And does he play Phil first game?
Yes, I think he does. Yeah.
So he's going to go into that full of beans, as we know. Phil's going through his own little issues, but once they're sorted out at some point, he will be hungry for money and titles.
Yes, and that's what he thrives on, isn't it? Kim Hybrecht's 50-1. How about that?
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's due to find a bit more form. He's gone off the board. He's gone off the radar.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I mean, he has just had a baby, and I mean, the instant response is, I think, when people have a baby, they go out and then the hard work of actually having a baby and late nights, and and obviously your partner's a little bit, cranky, and it's hard work having kids, so it's going to take it out of him one way or another, whether it be the lack of sleep or just the pressure. But I think he'll come back towards the end of the year when things settle for him.
Yeah, and do you feel that because it's just after the World Championship, it's the first one of the year, and there's a little bit of a break before that, the players might not be on the 100% of the game, so there we might see an outsider, or do you not agree with that theory?
Yeah, I do actually, yeah. I think Gary's would have had so many commitments, with regards to TV commitments, and, you just want to wind down. I mean, I've never made a final, but I know, nearly, so I know what it takes out of you physically and mentally. So he will just want to wind down and do nothing. Yeah. Which I know that is exactly what he's doing, and fair play to him. I don't blame him either. No. If it was in the summer, then Adrian, because he'd be spending most of his time fishing. So he'll be, I hope with Adrian. I haven't actually spoke to him. I haven't seen any of the lads. Yeah. But I hope Adrian left that, had a couple of days off and hit the practice board, because he didn't really start producing towards the end of the year again, and he's got to watch that. And a lot of players think they can get away with doing that, and it's disappointing to see, because you can tell they're not turning up 100%.
No.
But that's the nature of the beast. There's so much money in the game that makes them a little bit laxy at times.
Yeah, and there's always youngsters there, always ready.
Your Michael Smiths.
Yeah.
You walk in half cocked, they'll punish you and take you out.
And talking about Michael Smith, the best Premier League lineup we've ever seen. MVG 5-4, William Hill, Anderson 3-1, Taylor 6-1 for the Premier League, Lewis 10-1, Robert Thornton down at 50-1. Just a couple of prices there. One of those players has got to finish 10th. One's got to finish 9th. I mean, it's some really, the top players in the world. They are the top 10, aren't they?
Yeah, I think, well, exactly. It is the top 10 in the world. It's what I predicted about a month ago. That was my predicted lineup. I think Michael Smith, although they're not on the main TV, the Euro events, but it's the same players,
Yeah,
it's the same pressure, it's a big stage, big crowd.
Yeah.
You know, for me, they're mini majors.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope Michael copes with it. I think he will. I think he'll have to find himself a few times and have a good look in the mirror and make sure he can cope with it, because they are they're the cream of the PDC. And you're not going to get given a lot. But I think Phil will come good towards the end.
Really?
I think
6 to 1, 14.
Yeah, I think, and he's 60s at the minute. But I don't think that'll last long.
No.
Once he gets his personal issues out of the way, and then that's all done, he will come back with a bang, and he'll have a look. You know, he's not got time to think about it and rest and everything else. It's the Masters, and then we're straight into the Premier League, and then it's then at just full throttle.
Yeah.
And that would do him good, because he'd take his mind off one thing, and he can just put all of his energy into darts. And I think throughout this year, I think there's been too many things going on in the background. I don't know what they are.
No.
But whatever they are, they've obviously had an effect on him. But I think this year will be the year we see. I think I've seen some odds. I think there was some even money for Phil to win one major in the calendar year.
Right. We'll get all over that.
I'm all over that.
Yeah, that's it. He said, like Michael Smith, the way he plays the game, in the Premier League, he's going to turn up and he's going to absolutely batter some players with 109 average.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that's why he's done so well over these best of 11 formats.
Yeah.
He has that kind of game where he's streaky.
Yeah.
You do 4, 5, 6 legs of 11, 12, 13, 14. You know, he might go missing for a leg or two, or he might start off slow. But that is the nature of his game, which is why he's a little bit unpredictable. He's still a young kid. He's got years to develop and actually get hold of his own game and nurture it to his style.
Yeah.
But that will take time. He's not, you look at Michael van Gerwen, one of the most talented players that we'd ever seen. He won the Masters at 17 and then disappeared.
Yeah.
And it's only now that he's actually developed his own game. He understands himself mentally and physically. And Michael will have to go through that transition. And when he does, I mean, we've got another MVG on there.
Yes, very much so. The way he hits those big scores. Nice to see you back at the late side, Chris. There's a picture of you over on the wall over there. There's some absolute belters, isn't there? But
I'm a little bit jealous, because I think there's 10 of them who got their pictures up twice. But unfortunately, I'm not allowed to watch it out there. I've just been removed.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're in there. Stay in front of the bar.
Good luck with that, with the rest of the year when I work for the company that's going to broadcast BDO darts. I just can't get my breath, but there we go.
It's all done. I'll tell you what, mate, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure. I'll see you in a few weeks.
We will do. We'll see you at Milton Keynes. Cheers, mate. Thanks for your time. Great to catch up with Mace the Ace there, Chris Mason. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter. And join us next week on more Behind the Bar, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship.